Is that an offer, Mechanical? As in great tracts of land. Well, caffeine, there may or there may not be Puff Puff. It just depends how generous the goddess is filling this stream. Isn't that market already, like, oversaturated, Mechanical? You better have a good gimmick. Hello, Raid. Hello, X. Hello, Ballas, Mechanical, Carl, Blade. Everyone else sneaking in, lurking around. Probably we're gonna listen to this song one more time, and then we're gonna dive into the story. There's all kinds of Puff Puff, though, Carl. All kinds. Don't worry, Gone Free. After tonight, you can catch up. I probably won't be streaming again until, like, next Tuesday or Wednesday after tonight. And who knows, Forlac, maybe I'll end up enjoying streaming at some point. And then I'll ditch my YouTube channel and just be a streamer. No more editing, no more encoding. No more work. Like 120,000 or something, Raid. Somewhere around there. It would have been a lot more if I just would have stuck with Ulysses, because regular slots are horrible. They're about, the most expensive one is 100,000, and then I think the next sword is 25 or 50,000. We may not actually even use any of the tokens in the casino tonight. I might attempt to hang on to them until we unlock the 100 token machines at some point. I think I can only have one emote for Lack. I'll have to look into it, but I don't think I I have enough points or whatever they call it due to subscribers in order to have more emotes. I don't even know how that system really works. I just know when I signed up as a partner or whatever, I get one. And it takes like 6 weeks for them to approve it. Okay, we're going to be diving into the story tonight. No more side questing, I don't think. No more Ulysses adventuring. Thanks, Aurelius. I love being showered in bits. But yeah, we did for those of you who didn't catch last night's stream and haven't watched it yet because it was so long, it was like 4.5 hours long, we didn't really do anything. We knocked out some of the quests that I've been hanging on to since more or less the start. We made a bunny girl suit and completed that quest, and we spent a whole lot of time in the casino cheering Ulysses on to make us rich. She is very good at. This takes a lot of time. However, last time we left off with the plot. Our hero's search for the rainbow had come to an end. Having found it, they learned they must make their way to the World Tree in order to acquire a power that will hopefully help them defeat the malevolent mage Mordegon. But to get there, they'll need to gather the 4 remaining orbs first. And we really only know where one orb is. The one in the ocean. In order to seek them out, they set off first for Porto Valor to sail through the sea gates and out into the open ocean. Don Rodrigo, the head of this coastal community, is nowhere to be seen, but his assistant Cervantes is able to open them in his stead. And that is where we left off. Not a whole lot going on. It's kind of a lull in the action for our heroes, thankfully. I did not have a peaceful respite, Father. I only got like 4 hours sleep last night. I wanted to stay up all evening gambling. Attempting to get more tokens than I know what to do with. We're gonna go look at the prizes. I did do a bunch of gambling off-screen today during Grimmeth's stream, so we got like 100,000 tokens to spend right now. Whether or not I'll spend them, though, it's yet to be decided. So, 120,000 tokens, basically. I don't want any of these items. I mean, the Staff of Sentencing might actually be useful for Veronica. Special effects is it has whoosh, apparently. The Infernal Knells, I'm not going to use Rob, or Rab, or Jade for the time being, even though that might change. There are these 2 vests here. The Araviestes vest, a glitzy gold waistcoat that awards the wearer with extra money. However, it's only 10% extra money, to a maximum of 15 extra coins. So I could get an extra 15 coins every fight if I bought this. And it has no stats at all. So no. The Elevating Vest. Same thing as that other vest, except you get additional experience. 10% extra. But it caps out at 75 experience. So we're not going to get either of those. There is the Spangled Dress. A glitzy gown with a grown-up feel that's both chic and shapely. Has good charm and good defense. That might actually be really useful on Serena or Veronica. I don't know when or if we'll be able to craft or buy something better. Then the Platinum Sword. We're not going to get this yet. It's 50,000 tokens. But it does have good stats. Would be a huge offensive boost for both Eric and Plump. Lightning Lance. Not really going to use it. And the Platinum Sword. A broad, beautiful, bold, and brutal blade forged from purest platinum. 108 attack. 31 charm. 100,000 tokens. We're not going to spend any of them. For now, we've done all that grinding just to get ourselves a nice little nest egg. But I'm not gonna invest in any of that stuff unless I feel like I'm kind of backed into a corner with a boss fight or something. For the time being. I think what I wanted to do before we go out through the sea gates, we're actually going to go back to that pillar of water that was glowing just outside of the Octagonia region. Or Svardrust, the Vardrust region. Last time we went there, our character said they didn't know what to do with it. Why did I run out here? I'm going to assume they still don't know what to do with it. The Svardrust Sea. Does this put me right on my boat? I think it does. Yeah, sweet. So, this thing. This might not be what we're looking for. If not, then we do have an adventure on our hands. Okay. So much for that theory of mine. That's not where we need to go. And, you know what? I think I'm gonna have everyone just fight wisely, so I can kick back for a little bit. Try to figure out what we want to do. They can do this fight just as well as I can. Sail out to the sea. I haven't even bothered to look at the world map outside of this little closed-in ocean that we can sail around. Huh. Let me check something, actually. I'm not gonna go farm the rare cactus yet. There's a couple that I haven't picked up. Akia seems to have more to say. Why don't we go to Gondolia and try talking with her? Not now. There's a fighter in Octagonia who's stressed about something. No. And an orphan in Octagonia. How big is the world in this? Apparently this is how big the world is. If there's anything outside these boundaries, I don't really know. But there's a couple islands out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a 5th port down there. And figure out which way I'm going. So there's a couple areas that we can hit. And we still haven't actually found, much to my dismay, the home of the mini-metal. Mermaid, really? I don't think we've fought these things yet. I don't know if it's Witcher 3 big. I would doubt that. Like, just from the area maps that we've been on so far, they're not too big.
Wonderful.
And there's really not that many of them. A pitch pearl. Another crafting thing, I'm sure. There's the tree all the way back there. We're gonna get to you someday, tree. Don't worry. We'll return the branch you lost so long ago. That is the Gallopolis horse racing armor you can win. It's probably not even that good now. I just haven't upgraded it yet because none of the other suits we've ran across actually change his appearance. I'll talk to the party members, see what they have to say. I felt like we talked to him last night and they didn't really say anything. Rena's level 21. Another pitch pearl. Cervantes is on standby to open the sea gate. Okay, so first, he's not going to open the sea gate until we get there. He's a very patient man. He has most likely been waiting at this sea gate for quite some time. Up here. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think we've ever actually been all the way to the west here. You're under-leveled now, oh no. That's what I get for going and grinding out a whole bunch of resources to craft stuff. I can't even blame it on metal slime kills, since I don't think I killed any last night. All the ones we ran into just ran away before we could do anything, little bastards. Sylvando learns Tingle. Here we go. Through the sea gates. Out into the wide open world. Yeah, I need to find some platinum too. It's the only thing I'm missing for, I think, the best armor I can realistically craft for Plump right now.
There's our pal, Cervantes. Give him a nice thank you wave, everybody.
What a nice guy. He waited there like a week for us.
Madre mia. Is it him?
I'm curious why Sylvando wants to hide from them. He does not like Don Rodrigo at all, or at the very least he is extremely terrified of them. The wild blue yonder. A whole world of adventure awaits us. So we've got a port up here on the right, maybe? Or maybe not, I'm not entirely sure how to get there. Oh no, it's miasma! There's dead dwarfs somewhere around here. You know what? I trust you guys for now. That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of healing.
Let's heat things up.
Thankfully, it doesn't apparently have much health. 176 hit point heal. If that's a sign of things to come from enemies, I'm not too happy with it. Asthmas are blown away. They drop some slipweed. Pretty sure we found that on just the beach at one point. So miasmas can drop a cloak of evasion, which is pretty neat. I think that's all. They're the only new ones we bumped into. Aha! A pillar of light in the water. I'm gonna guess that other one teleports us there at some point. It's a portal! And what is this? I saw it. You guys better not drive the boat into it. I'll be mad. We sink this thing. 5 seconds out of the gate.
Where did all this horrible fog come from? I can't see a thing.
Hey, Sylv, what's going on?
I'm truly mystified. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Steering hard a starboard!
A starbird? What's a starbird? Does it have good drops?
The mists are clearing. I can see light up ahead.
Where in the world are we?
Oh man. Final Fantasy V all over again. The Strand. Something's not right about this place. No wind, no waves. It almost feels like time stopped altogether. What a pretty little island this is. It looks just like the one in the picture book I always used to read when I was little. I always said to Veronica that I'd like to go there, and to meet the handsome prince who lived there too. I don't think there's any princes on this island. There's absolutely nothing here. Let's not waste any more time than we have to. As soon as the wind picks up, we're getting back on the hunt for the orbs. What I've been wanting to do. No puns, Carl.
What a strange place.
No puns.
It's almost like being in a dream.
Being in a nightmare.
since the day we said goodbye.
Don't ever trust anything that speaks in rhymes.
Oh,
Only evil things speak in rhymes.
Hey! What do you think you're playing at, scaring us like that? And there's no need to look so disappointed to see us.
You think that would make Veronica a scaredy cat? You guys know I'm right.
Hold on. Are you a mermaid? That's strange. You didn't scream or try to catch me in a net. You're different from most other human beings that I've met. My name's Michelle. I'm sorry if I gave you all a fright. It's just I thought my car was back and I got all excited. Wow, I can't believe I'm talking to a real live mermaid. But anyway, who's this car you keep talking about?
Mechanical, that's just nasty. Nasty.
He's a tender-hearted fisherman from Lulu Bay. He promised he would meet me here upon our wedding day. Your wedding day? I didn't even think humans and mermaids could get married.
Now that's discrimination.
At first I was the same. I thought we'd never be together. I thought the mermaid's burden would keep us apart forever. For if a mermaid leaves the sea and makes the land her home, if ever she gets wet again, she melts away to foam.
So does that mean, like, she couldn't take a bath or a shower or anything? She just has to live the rest of her life being a dirty, filthy lady?
But when I told my Kai I couldn't come to live with him, he said, in that case, Shell, you better teach me how to swim. And so I got the blessing of the Queen beneath the sea. He's going to come to Nautica and live down there with me.
I don't know if this is a good thing or not.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Congratulations.
But he's supposed to meet me here so we can be together. And I've been waiting for him now for what feels like forever. I know he'd never break his word. He's not that sort of person. But the longer that he stays away, the more my worries worsen. I know it's rude to ask you, but I beg, I plead, I pray. Could you go to Lulu and make sure my Kai's okay?
Well...
So you're from the bottom of the sea, where the giant pearl from the story went. I wonder...
Good thinking, Veronica. We can make a deal. We'll swap you your human love slave that you've charmed, you siren, and you give us the orb.
Aha! How about this? If we go and check on your fiancé, will you take us down to see the Queen? To pay for such a kindness, it's the least that I can do. I'll sing my song and safely sink your ship and all your crew.
This is just getting worse and worse.
If anyone knows the truth about this giant pearl, it's the Queen of the Sea. If it leads us to another one of the orbs, it's worth helping. Wouldn't you say?
No, I don't want to go underwater. She didn't even guarantee that we'd be able to breathe. Fucking rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a sudden urge to stretch my legs. Let me ask you that again.
Well...
If anyone knows the truth about this giant pearl, it's the Queen of the Sea. If it leads us to another one of the orbs, it's worth helping. Wouldn't you say?
No, I want you to say it in a rhyme first. You want to be a mermaid? Act like one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a sudden urge to stretch my legs. Let me ask you that again.
Okay.
If anyone knows the truth about this giant pearl, it's the Queen of the Sea. If it leads us to another one of the orbs, it's worth helping. Wouldn't you say?
That is a good question. Why isn't she wearing the bunny outfit?
Thank you, all of you. I'd be indebted to you. If you could try to find him in the town of Lulu. I'll mark the village on your map. It's to the east of Hotto. A beautiful blue bay behind an isolated grotto. My Kai's a famous fisherman, as rugged as the ocean. A hanky-chanky sailor stuffed with smouldering emotion.
I don't like the tone of her voice here.
Oh, now I'm all embarrassed. Don't tell him what I said. Just bring my darling back so we can finally be wed.
I still don't fully trust the mermaid. Let me see. Okay, I wanted to see the shape of this island, because for a second I thought it might be shaped like a skull or something. It's not that evil, Plump. It's actually a good place. Sun-bleached seashell. There's not a million ships wrecked here, thankfully. A mini-medal! Why would someone just leave this behind? It's like the most valuable thing on this island. Okay, Dave. Ready to go back. I had a word with that Michelle. Lovely girl. And you ain't gonna believe this. She's only gone and used her mermaid powers to get the stallion moving again. We can leave whenever you're ready. Yep, let's go. She pulled us here with her fog machine, and then wraps us into going all the way down there. Wow. However, before we do go there, let's go check out this island, shall we? That's kind of what I'm thinking, donkeys. Was she a mermaid or was she a siren? I honestly can't tell. Insula Occidentalis. Okay. And some creepy looking monsters. Probably nothing we can't handle. Little bunnies, huh? I forget what they're called, but dang it. I wanted to use my sword so I can get an opening. You know who else talks in rhymes and riddles, Aurelius? Elves.
Let's heat things up.
And sometimes halflings. And I wouldn't necessarily classify halflings as evil, but they're on the spectrum sometimes. You're just not doing a ton of damage with dual wield, Eric. She's even good enough to mid-heal when she needs to. I already don't like her current offering. I'm going to sink your ship and all its crew to the bottom of the sea. She wants to feed us to her queen. That's what she wants. This thing's got a lot of life. If we find a volcano, you can be the first one to jump in then. Actually, there is a volcano right outside Hotto, now that I think about it. I haven't actually been up to it. But we will be, I'm sure.
Wonderful.
What'd you give me? A medicinal herb, wow. Okay, so of course another locked door. which isn't too surprising. Eric, can you pick this lock by chance? No. It's locked tight. Eric is just not a very good rogue. He sucks at stealing, he can't pick locks. He's not very stealthy either. Maybe I should swap Eric out for Jade. See how she does. Oh, hello. 200 gold coins. Amazing. Another mini medal. That's unusually quick for getting 2 of them. So, Jowler. They drop a Spellbound Bow and a Magic Beast Horn. We're gonna have to fight those bunnies before we leave, I think. I have not looked at Jade's skills yet. I think we will soon, though. Hello, Bodkin, what are you doing?
Your skill as a marksman. You have still not proven. 4 more islands remain, they do.
Targets on each island? What type of shenanigans is this?
An adventurer, are you? It ain't often we get folks like you coming here. This island's a place for hermits, exiles, and other sordid outcasts. When I was younger, I got up to all sorts of pirating and pillaging and the like, but now I spend me days just staring out to sea. This ain't no place for a globe-trotting traveler like you. I reckon it's high time you were on your way, stranger.
What if I want to sleep instead? I don't even get to choose when I wake up. What if I want to sleep until nighttime? What's this island look like? Nothing. Maybe there's rare monsters here that only show up at nighttime. A silk blossom. Okay. Let's see what these rabbits are made of. Yeah, Jade has more attack than Plump. Even when Plump has a great sword, so that's pretty significant. She's a badass in her own right, apparently. The only one I'm really not interested in is Rob.
May heaven's winds propel thee hence.
Even though I probably should take some time to look at his skills. Sleeper hit, really?
Easy.
Veronica's level 22. She's got 14 skill points I need to spend. She can unlock that one skill now, or should be able to, that we've been saving up for forever. Sage's Breath. Gradually restores her MP. Let's learn it, shall we? They can now perform Angel's Breath. Sounds pretty nice. And her secret skill is Channel Anger. Greatly increases the damage done by any offensive spells the user casts. Finally, she can put her aggression to use. Jade has 38. Okay. Still haven't seen everything this island has to offer in terms of monsters. Apparently we're not going to. Does she really need to, like, have a reason to get angry, though? She's always angry about everything.
Night, night.
Let's heat things up.
I find it interesting that the game knows Plump's attack is garbage, so just use magic. Just zap a single target. No, I don't have enough skill points. I don't see anything else around here. Let's attack one more of these big boys. See if they come with anything else. Fact. Everyone, follow my orders. I want you Try and steal from this
What's
thing.
yours is mine.
A Roomba? What was that name that Revocane called his? Was it just DJ Roomba? I really wish that you had some form of attack. Heals all allies' hit point, undoes any status elements, and even brings back the dead. Seems pretty powerful. Get dazzled. And this... I'm gonna try to steal one more time, and then we're gonna do a sleeper hit Persicutter combo. Nope, nothing. I want that horn! Might actually be useful for something. Some point down the line. Well then. Don't mind if I do critically hit. 87 damage. And it misses. Of course it does. Crap.
Oh, cool it.
You know, I haven't actually had anyone in this game die yet. Everyone always comes back after battle with 1 hit point. And people, how do people die? Like, what's it take to kill a character? There's our magic beast horn. Do they have to be critically hit to go under? Because you can go to the church and revive people like in older games, but... no one's died on me yet. I don't have to pay for healthcare. Awarded for acquiring 25,000 gold coins. Yoo-hoo. Now I'm not going to be able to see anything but Garfield. How dare you? How dare you, sir? Let's go check out this island, too. What do you do if the person who revives is dead? Phallus? Is that a griffin? Something or other? A war griffin. And sea slimes. Okay. I'm gonna go back to being lazy. Just fight wisely, everyone. The Rab can raise people too? Damn. I guess I didn't pay attention to that. Normally you don't get the ability to raise people with magic in older Dragon Quest games for quite a while. In some regards, this one is definitely a lot easier than older entries in the series.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Eric's level 22. And he learned Peep. Finally. Let's see how much hit points something has. Been wondering if we would get an ability like that at some point. There's a target on this island. I want to find it the first time I'm here. Urn of Royal Soil. An Urn of Lorenzo's Soil. You have to try and fuck with me, birds. I hate flying things. chunk of mirror stone. Didn't I need that for something? So the enemies ambush us, but they don't notice our presence. I don't know how that works, but cool. I'll take it. So that's a freebie. Dive bombing buzzards. Okay. Map's not very descriptive. I was hoping it would at least show us the name of this place or something. Pterodactyls. Don't worry, monsters. I will fight a bunch of you on the way back. For some reason, I like to work backwards. I like to get where we're going and then backtrack and kill everything. A Lucida shard. Fragment formed from some heavenly fallout. Neat. Is that really all that's up here? A single Lucida shard? That's gotta be like a rare crafting ingredient then. Well, no sign of the target. And I am just assuming that this island also has one. Your mind's playing tricks on you. I thought I saw something that looked like a target through the tops. And a chest over there. Do you mind? I wouldn't worry too much though. It seems like we're gonna come back to this place at some point. When I learn how to get across, or apparently build the bridges, because there's been multiple locations with downed bridges. And things on the other side. So, there's 2 ports up north. I don't think we're going to go to those just yet. I want to start making our way over to the southeast there. Get through about a dozen random battles, probably. Now I do want to ask you guys, is there any, like, secret dock locations or islands that do not show up on the map? Can we just run from these? No? And we're all hallucinating except for Plump, who knows how to handle his hallucinations, apparently. It wouldn't surprise me either, which is kind of why I want to just poke around. But I'm not streaming for 4 hours tonight, so I want to make some progress with the plot. We can snoop around later when I can use holy water on the ocean. In fact, let's try that, shall we? It may or may not actually work on these things. Causing nearby weak enemies to disappear. Well, all that means, Plump, is that you're going to be ambushed by all the harder monsters now. We are going to stop off at this place. See what it has to offer. A lonely, forsaken island. Far away from land. Insula Incognita. Thanks a lot, Holy Water. Thanks for nothing. Okay. See, this map style design is why I say this world probably not bigger than Witcher 3. Not by a long shot. The maps themselves aren't exactly incredibly open. But we got some Nazca lines here. An Yggdrasil leaf, wow. It's pretty rare. Give me some platinum, you bastards. I don't need any more of your crappy silver or copper, iron. I don't even want any gold. Not like I can do anything with it. Well, I learned how to make some more useful accessories. They are pretty narrow and linear. It doesn't exactly suffer from hallway syndrome like a lot of the later Final Fantasies do. There's a little bit more openness to it. Some gold ore. I said I don't need gold ore, game. Is this lock loose? Of course not. The variety is nice and the layout is pretty nice. 14 damage, okay. Cyclops. I actually need everyone to follow my orders on this one. This is a big bastard. And if he's anything like his troll brethren, he might be able to one-shot some of us. Center sword stance. We haven't used that yet. Aegis breath. And can I dazzle you? Well, that wasn't very nice. I was worried they would have something horrible like that. Before I set Plump off on healing routine, can you sleep this thing? And then we'll follow up with Eric here. Doing his awesome attack. Let's see. So decelerate this thing. It might not kill it. Persecutor. That was not that great. I was needing you to do like 130 damage again, Eric. Bring out the big guns. Now we've just pissed it off. Okay. We can get Plump to go mad. Maybe we could itemize kill this thing. You want me to try sapping it and then we'll see? We'll see how much additional damage that does. I do like how this thing is susceptible to all of the ailments, apparently. Okay, Plump. I actually just need you to defend here. Why is it taking damage? It's just sleeping. Trying to wake it up on me? 295 and 24. That was pretty nice. 792 experience. Probably not worth my time, though. Drops a hairy vest and a blue eye. Okay. Apparently this is the island to farm seeds of strength on. So what is that symbol? Part of it almost looks like a dragon, but I don't really know. 1, 2, 4. Got 4 spokes. There might be legs down there by the trolls. Didn't I just kill you? Why are you back? Don't really want to have to fight you again. And no sign of a target anywhere on this island. They definitely hide them good enough. I want you to spend a lot of time with your camera tilted like this, I think. Usually monsters in these games don't have a lot of magic resist. They might just have one spell or something that doesn't do much to them. Physical stuff has always been really buff heavy though. Having to buff yourself or sap the enemies. If I was placing a target, I would definitely place it so you would only see it when running back to your ship. That's how rude I would be. Okay. We're done here. Is there any other stops on our way? There is not. It's a straight shot. And gonna use some holy water again. I think that actually worked out here. Apparently holy water just doesn't transfer whenever you get off your ship. It automatically cancels it, I think. Oh, it's rainy. Now I could probably go back to that island. Find the one monster we left behind. Thought I saw something weird with a rock there. No secret caves or coves to pull into. It'd be nice if it showed an actual number value. Like the enemy has lost 25 points or 50 points. In the old Dragon Quest games, when you buffed yourself or sapped the enemies, it always gave you a value. I'm not sure why this one doesn't. What do we got? A sprig of waveweed. Okay. I know we've got a few of those from earlier places as well. So are these people gonna speak in haikus as well? Very similar culture to Hoto. At least in terms of style.
Oh, here we are in beautiful Lulu, a seaside paradise that Shell tells me is home to the prettiest pals in all the world.
Do they actually sound like that though? When they talk, Sylvando?
Pure white sands and fabulous jewels just lying on the beach. Truly, darlings, this is the promised land.
It's still a crime that he can't wear the bunny suit.
Although it does seem a little less promising than I expected. Where is everybody?
Something's not right here. Still, it's not our problem. Let's just find this Kai guy and get out of here.
King Kai? Cheers, Proxy.
Welcome to Lulu, the seaside paradise of crystal waters and perfect pearls. We hope you enjoy your stay.
If you're looking to trade... That's a lady.
If you're looking to trade for pearls, I'm afraid you've come at a bad time. A nasty tentacular's been stirring up troubles in the seas south of here, and the men haven't been able to catch a thing. I'm sorry, but we're all sold out.
All she's got is some rotten crawfish. Been setting out in the sun all day.
Huh? You're looking for Kai? I didn't know that boy had any friends. You should go see his ma. You'll usually find her up at the church, praying for his lost soul. During the day, anyhow. As soon as the sun sets, she runs on home and refuses to come out till it's light again. They're kind of a weird family. I like weird. Hello, cat. That's right, meow. There's a crazy woman who lives in our village. She's totally pupil. Every morning she goes up to the top of the cliff and fires a cannon. And it's like, Kani Kanono! Boom! The day has begun. I don't know why she does it. I guess she must have something against sleepyheads. Have you guys asked her why she does it? Part of your community. Where's all the men in this village? I only got married last month, and now my honey has gone away to fight the tentacular. I'm praying that he makes it back in one piece. Please, I beg of you, keep my husband safe. Not sure how strong the goddess is in this world. I don't see any shinies on the roof anywhere. Some days ago, an enormous tentacular appeared in the sea nearby. Haven't been able to catch any fish or gather any pearls since. All the able-bodied men have sailed out to drive the monster from our waters and protect our livelihoods. It's the kahuna of this village. I wish I could have sailed with them, but I'm too old and frail. I just would have gotten their way. Don't you know magic or anything, old man? Some of the most powerful people in the world are old men who do nothing but know magic. I'm looking for vases or pots to inspect. This home is suspiciously absent of them. They must have hidden them away. Hearing of my arrival, they tried to stash them outside. It's probably just you. What is my mic doing? Anytime something goes wrong for just Ballas, it's just Ballas. So, what armor do you got? Oh yeah, I wasted a bunch of my gold, spending the night in Porto Valor trying to reset the slot machines, unfortunately, so I'm not nearly as rich as I had before last night. Which kinda sucks. Full plate mail armor. Cloak of evasion. Nope. Pretty sure we've seen all these goods for sale before, ma'am. A recipe book entitled My First Pearly Pieces. Takes a look inside. We learn how to make pink pearl rings and rosaries. Okay. I always appreciate learning how to make new accessories. I don't know how to make that many yet. We'll go in there later. I'm gonna stick to the back alleys. Back alleys is where crime happens. Where treasures can be found. We're gonna head up to Suicide Cliff. See how many ghosts we can find. Aha! Another Led Zeppelin door. With one ghost. I saw you. I saw you. It is a decently large village. They've actually done fairly well for themselves, it looks like. Why are you pointing that at my boat? Don't make me throw you off this cliff. There's nothing I love more than the sound of cannon fire. As far as I'm concerned, every day should start and end with a bang. My late husband, rest his soul, made all the cannons you'll see dotted around the village. He made them just for me. They're louder than anything. I'll fire this one again when the sun sinks beneath the horizon, so keep your ears open. Oh god, I fired it. Don't actually see anything. Ma'am, you're not even loading that with cannonballs, are you? Aww. Disappointed.
A seed of defense. I'll take that. Another seed to use on Plump whenever I feel like it. I generally just hang on to seeds until I get my ass kicked by a boss or something. And then dump all of the seeds onto Plump to see how much of a difference it makes. One of you better have a mini medal. If I don't find one in this town, I'm gonna burn it all down to the ground. The town should at least have one. Tons of pumpkins. The book called Dave, Legend. Despite his humble beginnings as a farmer's son, our hero's winning personality and superior physical strength enabled him to quickly climb the ranks of the Rustian Royal Navy. But when his beloved king fell, he became a pink-masked privateer, striking fear into the hearts of the vilest scum of the seas, and expressing his grief in an incident that soon became infamous the world over. See you later, Blade. With the help of a mysterious traveling entertainer friend, he somehow managed to paint the mast of every ship in the inland sea, frigates, freighters, clippers, and caravels, a shocking shade of pink. Even to this day, that bold and brilliant gesture is burnt into the memories of seafarers everywhere, and the name Dave into the hearts and minds of admirers everywhere. Sounds like something I would do in Space Station 13. Where I would attempt to dye everyone's hair pink or purple. Just because. See how many I can get away with before they kill me. There's a large illustrated encyclopedia entitled The Deadly Denizens of the Deep. The fourth deadly denizen. Mermaids. Mermaids are easily recognized, their upper halves taking the forms of half-women, and their lower halves those of fish. Their voices are prodigiously beautiful, and many a man has been sent peacefully to sleep by their dulcet tones, only to be dragged down through the inky depths to have his soul devoured. I told you guys! Mermaids are fucking evil. Doesn't matter how beautiful they look on the top part. The fishy part is the evil part, and it has the majority of the control. Should you ever spy a beautiful woman in the water while at sea, do not call out to her, no matter how tempted you may be, for she is almost certainly a mermaid, and will want nothing more than to sing you sweetly to sleep, sleep from which you will never awaken. You'll have to ask Mechanical on that, he's the expert. Anybody home? Of course nobody's home. Pretty much everyone's out at sea getting themselves killed by giant freaking squid. Let's see how useful those are. So Serena, it's 5 defense, 10 charm. It's not that useful. Enchanted earrings that cause wind damage to dwindle. So basically the same as what you've got on now, actually. Veronica, let's give you the aerofoil earrings. And I think that's it. The pub. Suspiciously empty. Not even a... Oh, there is a barkeeper. Hello, ma'am. Can I talk to you? The fishermen of Lanna Lulu are the life and soul of this village, and the lifeblood of this bar. I have known every one of them since they were little kikis. Little kikis. How do you pronounce that? You're asking if I know Kai? Sure, I know him. Quiet kid. To tell the truth, I never liked the idea of him sailing with the other men. If you ask me, the boy's trouble. Why? Because he's quiet? It's kind of stereotypical, isn't it? Kai and me? We don't really get along. Why he's always got to try and be so serious? That guy needs to loosen up and let his hair down once in a while. Is he gonna end up being a bad guy, or are they all just wrong? A mini medal! Now I don't have to burn this town down to the ground. was starting to get a little bit worried. So what haven't I explored yet? We haven't been into the item shop. Before we go to the big kahuna's house up there, or whatever it is. Gotta explore everything. It's been 50 long years since I started running this place. And now this. Maybe it's time to hang up my hat. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, friend. Aren't you making, like, a killing? Since everybody's having to go out there and fight, let's buy 2 of these things. Thinking sense. Put them in the bag, Johnny. Probably need those at some point. And if I don't get them now, I will never remember that this place is where they're sold. Stop. The inn and bank. Also, I'm disappointed that this town does not have a well. That's the other thing I'd really like to explore and find, and there's not been nearly enough of them. I'm so lucky to have such good kids. Even when their mama's sick, I can rely on them to keep the business going. I don't know what I did to deserve them. I'm so thankful I could cry. One of the luckiest parents in the world. Unless the kids are skimming off the top. You even run the bank, huh? My mama's... oh my... She's not feeling too good. I'm looking after the inn for her. No, I don't need to stay. 105 gold coins, too. Still cheaper than Porto Valor. Which was like 300 gold a night to stay there. Quite ridiculous. And... I don't think I checked the weapons shop. You have any good weapons for me? A cautery sword. A sword that can be used in battle to summon scorching flames to frazzle your foes. The eagle dagger. A featherlight knife which makes it easier to land a surprising first strike. 2% extra chance of surprising the enemy. MP stolen from dragon family monsters increased by 2%. Beastly bullwhip. I can make that. Okay. I just don't know about the usefulness of some of these buffs. 2% here, 5% there. Not exactly that enticing for me to spend 4,000 gold on something like that. Got the church and a path up there, but let's find out what this place is. This is a big, like, villa type place. You guys have to have your own well, right? Bleached seashell. Apparently not. Disappointment continues to grow. And the town is completely dead. Without the men around. And I guess there's a lot more of them than there are women. Is this locked? No. Such a big town, there's almost no bodies here. Nobody locks their doors. It's a very trusting community. Got tons of that. Okay. Up to the church we go. Maybe I can get there before nightfall.
Look, look! Auntie's here! The show's about to begin!
Are you all paying attention? Good. Then I'll tell you the tale of the terrible curse that befell our village long ago. The curse of a crafty creature with a face as pretty as a pearl, but a heart as black as coal.
Well, this is pretty neat.
Once upon a time, a master fisherman lived in Lanna, Lulu. He caught more fish and gathered more pearls than any of the other men in the village. The mayor of Lanna, Lulu, the big kahuna, was very fond of this fisherman and offered him the hand of his beloved daughter. The fisherman and the kahuna's daughter agreed to be married, and the future of the village looked bright. Until the day of the storm. The fisherman was caught up in a terrible tempest, and he and his catch were thrown into the ocean.
Where the mermaids ate him.
As he sank through the water, he saw the pearls he had gathered shining like stars all around him. The light faded, and he prepared to meet his maker. But instead, he met her. A mermaid, more beautiful than any creature he had seen before. She held him in her arms and whispered in his ear, "I will give you your life if you give me your soul."
I told you.
Many days passed and the fisherman did not return. The people of the village thought him dead and held a funeral for him on the beach. But just as they were beginning to sing his soul into the next world, he appeared, exhausted but alive. The kahuna's daughter was overjoyed to have her beloved home and stayed by his bedside night and day, nursing him back to health. But the fisherman was no longer the man she knew. All day he would stare out to sea, muttering over and over, "I must marry that mermaid." Then one day he threw his fiancée aside and ran to the harbor screaming, "I must go back to her."
That is an inappropriate
Kahuna
picture.
was furious. He banished the fisherman from the village and burned his boat so he could never set sail again. And so, the man who was once the pride of Lulu spent the rest of his days alone on Saikiki Beach, haunted by the mermaid who stole his soul.
Any questions about Kai now?
That's all for today, children. I'll tell you the rest of the story tomorrow. Mermaids are scary! Whoa! The mermaid's coming to steal our souls! Run! Aloha, friends. Is there anything I can do for you?
We have a lot of questions for you, ma'am.
Maybe. We're looking for a fisherman called Kai. Do you know where we can find him?
Oh my! What a coincidence! You must be looking for my son, Kainui. Are you friends of his?
Not exactly.
I'm afraid he's not here at the moment. All the men have sailed west to fight the giant squid that's been attacking our ships. If you want to hurry things along, maybe you could go lend a hand. Once that monster's dealt with, they'll all come back to the village, sure enough. But be wary, friends. That squid isn't the only danger out on the seas. Don't let a crafty mermaid make you all pupule. I'd hate to see you go crazy.
Papule. I've never heard that word before. Is that another word that is used from, because this town's obviously based on Hawaii. Or Polynesian culture of some type. Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, thought you might have something new to say.
I'm gonna save it real quick. Beware the storm clouds. Ma'am, I am the storm. Okay. The door is locked tight. We are not allowed to go up to the sacred top of the mountain. For one reason or another. So, I guess we're heading back to our boat. To sail out there and save the day. The sound of a cannon firing from the cliff top. It's kinda hilarious. You know what? At least the old lady has a routine that keeps her going. Okay. I was like, wait a second, I don't remember a quest marker thing being there before. And it's her! Of course. They even warned us about that. Hey Dave, we know your secret now. You're alright in our books, buddy. She was known as the Angel of Death. Her cannon fire downed many of men on horseback. So... straight out this way, I guess? Dave, get the spyglass ready! Ah, I actually see their boats out there, that's cool. Do I have to fight you guys? Diathon? I really didn't want to. I should have ran and tried to save her pet powers. And Eric's pet powers. She's faded. Okay. Put the Mermaniac to sleep. Have him finish that off next time. And Eric is almost dead, too. Only 31? Resistant to fire. Apparently. Don't worry about all that bleeding and stuff, Eric. Easy peasy. Yes, these things are a little bit scary. Apparently they're just scary looking because they are incredibly passive. Can you bonk it to death? No. I need to get her a better bonk stick. Ump is poisoned. Just attack it. That one... Phallus, are you still here? Does dual wield ever get better? His offhand weapon isn't horrible, but it only ever does like 1 damage.
Who else wants some?
Save your aggression. Gonna have a big boss fight on our hands here in a second.
Must be the gallant squid hunters. I wonder which one's our blushing husband to be. Yoo-hoo! Over here! Excuse me, which one of you big brave boys is Kai? They look like they're saying something, but I can't quite make it out. A good view? I love you. Above you?
I bet the short one is Kai.
Look out! Up there!
What the hell? I was expecting a giant squid, not a flying boat. It's the Flying Dutchman.
Oh, you have got to be kidding!
Isn't this Jasper's friend? He's got our boat in a love grip. Okay. Left tentacle is bravely shielding it, so I'm going to focus on... You know what? Let's do sword stance first. Anything else I can block is... nice. Take down the right one first. I'm just going to ignore the other one since maybe it's tied up. Protecting and guarding. Definitely hurts.
Sorry.
It missed. I need multi-heal more than anything. Let's heal Veronica. Plum should be able to withstand some assaults. 11 damage, amazing. And they're just gonna switch on and off, I see. Well, since Eric's about ready to lose his cool, let's see, what do we got? Wild Side enables Eric to make 2 moves per turn. I'd kind of like to save Serena's for now. But... actually, Care Prayer is pretty damn good, too. I'll take that extra defense. I'll have to check that after the fight slacks. I want to see the bunny. That hurts. do not die, everyone. Okay, timeout. Medical herb on Plump. Hopefully the bastard doesn't get to go again. Just yet. Arena.
We'll soon have that patched up.
Pop yourself off. Of course he would focus on her. Ah, Veronica's gonna die. Well, I did not take this fight seriously enough, apparently. That is a lot of AoE damage going out all at once. I'm probably gonna die here, and I need to spend all of my first, like, 3 turns just buffing up. Plump. Heal yourself. I need Serena to attempt using her worthless revive spell here in a second. Let's top Eric off. With a 50% chance of success on reviving, I'm not too confident in our abilities to get her back. Knocked both of them down. Wonderful. Plump has fallen and still can't get up. So, let me see. Resurrects a fallen ally with a 50% success rate. Also leaves him with really low health. So, this might be a waste. Hey, it actually worked the first time. See if I can recover from this. There's a lot of damage. I think I need to swap Eric out. Maybe for Rob. Except I don't... I was even saying I need to spend their skill points in case I need to use them at some point. This would be a perfect time to get rid of Eric, bring in Rob for additional support and heals, and then have Plump and Veronica just be on the offensive the whole time.
Let's rock!
Only damage I'm capable of doing right now. Of course she would stumble and fall. Good dodges, guys. Okay, so hopefully Plump gets to go next. We'll heal Veronica. Let's sap... Well, actually, this thing is almost dead, so screw it. Just focus on it. I don't know what would be better here. Crack, maybe? Okay, good, and Plump does get to go. There's no turn order list anywhere, so you have to go by feel. Let's heal up. Plump. Eric, I want you to... Got so many crafting supplies in your inventory. Top off Serena. $60 freaking points of damage in one attack. I'm gonna laugh when I kill that tentacle and there's more behind it waiting to step up and replace it. Hey Serena, welcome back to the show. We've been missing you. She doesn't even have a chance to really use any of her buffs or debuffs, which is unfortunate. Okay, that tentacle is gone. Sage's Breath weakens an enemy's resistance to all offensive spells. Actually, sap this one. Oh, come on. Is it just immune to it, or did it just dodge it somehow? That one wasn't hit by any of our debuffs. Not Decelerate, not Sap. Okay. Heal yourself up.
I'm here to help.
You're the most important one in the party, Serena. If Serena falls, we all fall. So, I'm wondering if Magic Barrier would help against his Chilly Breath attack. That does way too much damage to just ignore. That's where I need Serena's Harpistry at, actually. Forms a barrier that protects all party members from ice-based attacks. I guess I've already got that one. Yeah, you shield your master. I don't care. I'll have Plump heal himself. Surprisingly, Eric might actually be the better offensive member here. And, I think I can stack Magic Barrier. Let me see. Yep, it's up to 2 now. I don't care for that.
We'll soon have that patched up.
This game loves its AoE attacks. Lump is low on MP, Eric is low on MP. What to do, what to do. I don't have any of my MP regenerating items in my inventory, unfortunately. It would be really nice if one of my characters would get pepped up at least. Nobody gets put to sleep. Ah. So I can't cast mid-heal, I can only cast regular heal. Do I have any strong medicine? I have superior medicine. We're gonna kill this tentacle, and then the tentacular itself is probably gonna get super pissed off, isn't it? Go into rage mode. That's what I'm talking about, Eric. There is, I think there's one, but it's for Veronica and Serena, I'm pretty sure. Plump. As soon as it's Eric's next turn, I'm gonna have him use that Scorched Earth on the main one. So, Eric, are you ready? You gotta be fucking joking me. Well, that's this fight over with. I thought that I was being clever, being tactical. And then my worst fear that I even mentioned I thought might happen came to pass. Even though the tentacles are low on health, but I can't out-heal this damage at this point. So what if I just kill one and leave one dead? And Scorched Earth puts one underneath every single enemy. That is good to know. Got my ass kicked. I wasn't expecting that one to die, but whatever. Plump. Just go all out. See how much damage I can do against this thing before it's too late. Which might be right now. Eric and Veronica, it's up to you two. Never mind. I do believe that our magic shield actually helped. Oh, the backup party comes in? I didn't know that. If I knew that was going to happen, I definitely would have spent their skill points. Huh. Well. Let's oomph up Jade. So that she can just go hog wild. I've got mid-heal, more heal. Zing. Can we get Serena back? Or it's too late, Rob. What do you got? Leg sweep. A brutal backflipping kick that makes contact in midair. She could puff puff. A jumping bump that deals big damage. Okay, so she is the Jessica of this game. I approve. I got no complaints. What do you got? Hot Lick. Sobering Slap. Snap a fellow party member out of crap. Increase the user's evade. Let us just buff our party here. That's right. Beat up the old man. No, Serena! Hang in there. I've got 2 healers now. And it's 12 MP.
We have not done yet.
No, I didn't know that your backup party would come to the forefront and save the day, which is pretty nice, I have to say. I want those ice buffs again. Chilly Breath is just too brutal. We're gonna kill this thing by ass blasting it, apparently. What else do you got? Insulate, Bounce, Sap.
just for size.
Let's see if we can sap it. Nope. You know, there's not very many enemies in these games that you can't normally debuff their defense. This thing seems to be immune to most of it. Crap. Old man is asleep. Let's wake him up. He does the snaps. Okay, mid-heal on you. And we get our lovely tentacles back. Wonderful. Does anyone want to get pepped up yet? No, Jade! You're supposed to have the smoothest legs in all the land. How can you go down like that?
We'll soon have that patched up.
We have Crackle. Unfortunately, none of these are groups of enemies. Sap. Don't really know what I want to do here. Benediction lifts a curse. Automatically restores at least 22 hit points each turn to all party members. Wow. Right as rain it is, then. Group regeneration. Maybe I should have taken a look at these backup characters a long time ago. I want to kill at least one of these hands, damn it. Only 25. And actually, Jade, I want you to focus on the tentacle too. He can pass some of his MP on, but I guess it would expend his MP to pass it on. Hey Gurion, how's it going? You know, Whoosh has to do more damage than his regular attack. One extra point. Okay. It costs 38 MP to pass some on. I don't know about that. Okay, that one's done with. I think that one has the least amount of hit points. Seems to die a lot easier anyways. Gambling went really, really well. Made a ton of tokens, but I didn't actually spend them on anything. What to do? You don't have any items. You know what? Just bonk it. You need MP anyways. It's better than defending for a turn. God dang it. Hate that attack. And I believe that's even... Maybe I didn't insulate. Take that down. It's got the guard icon next to it, but it's not actually animated as guarding the thing, unfortunately, so it's kind of confusing. Yeah, if we find a way to get decent MP regen, I'm gonna guess there's a good combo of items you can use or something. Save Serena. You just have to find those items. Damn, that was even with our... Yeah, we did have cold resistance up.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
And that was still 40 to 60 points of damage to everyone. No, Jade. We need you to be buffed up. Who else is going to use their ass so finely? Okay. Let's just attack this thing nonstop. Even maybe you, Serena. Or not. Did she just purr like a cat? How about a Zam? The evil spell. God dang it. Why couldn't you have slapped Jade awake after that? There we go. But you and Sylvando don't have any chemistry together yet. And you have no way to wake anyone up. Can't even attack my own teammates, unfortunately. Okay. I don't know, I'm curious if it does or not. If anybody knows, let me know. I assume that oomph works on it, but it might not. Wake her up. Let's find out what her regular attack does. She's got... Actually, what is your equipment? You've got the bunny suit, the fishnet stockings. You have nothing on... That's right. I removed the bunny ears to see if the other characters could use them. I remember now. 34 damage. Hip drop. A little bit better. Little bit better. Bright as rain. I think that's getting ready to fade off. So that might be our accelerate. Forms a barrier that protects a single party member from breath attacks. That's probably what I need for the chilly breath and not the ability I'm using from Serena. However, it looks like we've got this thing under half health. Its name is Orange. I don't know exactly what that means. Like one of you to get a critical hit at some point. Let me accelerate everyone. Does anyone know what agility does? Is it just for extra evasion, or does that also help decide how quick we get to attack? You're assessing the situation, you fool. The situation is you are going to die. You can change their gear in combat, and I forgot that I took the ears off of her. So I wisely put them back on. Because we need Bunny Girl Jade. Life's not complete without her. What can we do? I know Dazzle won't work. It'd be just a waste of a turn. You can change all of your gear mid-combat, actually. Bright as rain is fading, so let's recast that. It is a convenience. I love it. You know, you'd almost think Jade could plug his snoot up. Just go in backwards, butt first. Plug it up. Here we go. But again, you still don't have anyone you can team up with. I don't know, it might. It has a... If I'm not mistaken, that's the feather with a 1. And if it's got a 1 or something in there, it means it can stack. Okay. Wacky Sack. Send a ball of pure blackness smashing straight into a group of enemies. I don't think I want to use that just yet. I'm going to wait for those tentacle arms to come back anytime now. And then we will use that. No, green arrow is our accelerate. Unfortunately. If you're talking about those green arrows on the side. I'm gonna cast Rider's Reign again just to see what happens. Accelerate is feather? Seriously? Then no, it can't stack. The thing is, I thought I've seen those up arrows before whenever I cast Accelerate. And that was well before we had Rob in our party. Serena, what do I want you to do? I guess just heal.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Sylvando has a shocking amount of health. But you'll also notice he recovered 28 hit points there, like it stacked. So maybe it does stack. Let's oomph up Jade. Apparently I can stack oomph too, which is pretty nice. 72 damage. Oh, you want to go again, Sylvando? Boof. Let's oomph her up one more time. You know what? If you bonk people, do you get any MP back, Rob? Because we're going to have to end this fight real soon. He does get a little bit of MP back. Serena's almost out of MP. Rob is almost out of MP. I got none. I think we'll do one more hip drop in the next turn. Either Rob or Jade is going to do Wacky Sack. I'm curious, can we oomph her up 3 times? Or is that just being too greedy? That's being too greedy. 2 is the highest. Get no MP back. Maybe it doesn't have any more MP for us to steal. And I guess hip drop does basically the same amount of damage as our regular attack. Okay. Fun and games are over with. I've got to use my pet powers next time for sure. Re-heal. That's only 9 hit points each turn. Put it on Serena. This is Jade and Rob's show now.
We'll soon have that patched up.
Hey Rob, it's time for Wacky Sack. Bunch of hippies. What? Only 83 damage, though. But whatever. It was a finishing blow. 6,000 experience points. 6,000 experience points because half of the party was dead.
I'm fitter than ever.
Okay.
Things are looking up.
Yes, yes, they are looking up. Got a ton of charm, 166.
Oh, goody.
Levels for everyone! Except the dead. We will soon forget. You didn't even have the decency to slide off our ship. I guess that works, though. A lot of poisonous, evil monster vapors.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Darlings, it was nothing, really.
Mahalo, mahalo. Whoever you people are, I can't thank you enough. But I can sure feed you enough. Tonight, we're gonna have a luau to remember, and you're gonna be the guests of honor. Get ready to drink, dance, and fill your belly with fish till you fall down. Come one, come all to Lanna Lulu.
Honestly, after that fight, I don't really want any seafood. That was a tense fight. However, second string came through and saved the day. This day go down in history for our party.
Your friend's a real cutie pie, and strong too. He can whisk me off my feet any day of the week.
You talking about Sylvando or Eric? Or maybe Rob? You looking for Kai? Keep looking. Hey, it's Dave.
It's so much funner shelling with Sliv on the salty stallion. He's my best mate.
I'm curious where those two met up at.
You were amazing in the battle against the tentacular. In fact, I've composed a song to commemorate your victory. Would you care to hear it?
I'm wary, Bard, but sure.
Very well. I call it Aloha, O Tentacular.
You guys can read this song on your own. Totally a masterpiece.
And to think, I wrote it in a single night. Sometimes I even surprise myself.
What's up, Eric?
Now the tentacular's taken care of. All the fishermen have come back to the village. One of them's gotta be the guy we're looking for. Still, finding Kai can wait. We're the guests of honor here. For now, let's just kick back and enjoy the party.
Kai is already swimming with the mermaids, I'm sure.
Oh, my honey bunch. Oh, my sweet darling.
Sylvando, you having fun?
Isn't this a wonderful party, darling? I'm making so many fabulous new friends. Oh, and you must simply try the giant calamari. It's to die for. Ooh, I'm stronger than a stormy siege, and swifter than the ocean breeze. Catch me if you can. I'm a Lanna Lulu man.
Is that a take on Ocean Man by Ween?
Even the nun is drunk. Wait, I might have had a few tasty beverages, but I can still speak with the spirits.
What brings you to our church? Oh, man. I love this game. Okay, so I am going to be ending the stream soon, but let's walk around town some more.
How you enjoying the luau, friend? If it wasn't for you, we'd still be out fighting that squid. But instead we're back home having a whale of a time.
Oh, by the way, we're looking for Kai, right?
Well, that boy doesn't like to party, so you probably won't find him around here. Here he is! The hero who triumphed over the monstrous squid. I must admit, I thought you were rather a weak-kneed sort when I first laid eyes on you. But I'm glad I was wrong. Thanks to you, the pearl trade will soon be up and running again. I'm perfectly placed to profit from it. That Kai really grinds my gears. The whole village is here having fun and he's nowhere to be seen. What's his problem? I insist he come have fun. I can't thank you enough, friend. If you hadn't bailed us out, I never would have made it back to see my favorite girl shaking her stuff.
You know what? That might mean there's Puff Puff somewhere around here. It is a party night. What's up, Jade?
I've asked around about Kai. but nobody around here has seen him. Seems he's not much of a party person. Michelle's still waiting for us back on that island, too. We should try to track him down as soon as we can.
Hey, friend. I think you have what it takes to be one heck of a fisherman. What do you say? When your adventure's over, you want to come ride the boats with us?
No, I'm not a fisherman, but thank you.
You don't mess around, huh? But I know you've got more important things to do, so maybe one day...
This isn't Dragon Quest VII. We're not gonna be fishers.
And where do you think you're going?
Gonna go look for Kai. What do you think I'm doing? We just talked about this like 10 seconds ago.
You're off to look for Kai, aren't you? Well, I'm coming with you.
Okay. Never said you couldn't.
Oh, hello, Veronica. What are you doing out here?
Oh, those stupid fishermen said the party was only for grown-ups, so they couldn't let me in. Is every bar in the world full of stubborn idiots or something?
Well, maybe if you didn't dress like that, Veronica, you could convince them you were a dwarf or something.
Anyway, you're going to look for Kai, aren't you? I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well join you.
Really? Okay. Hello, ma'am. Here we are having the biggest luau in a generation, and Kai still won't join in. Made some excuse about having to go down to the dock to fix his friend's boat. You don't say. What are you doing, Serena? I'm helping to treat the wounded sailors, but something rather strange is going on. They keep coming back to me with new injuries. I've been asking them all their names, by the way, but I haven't come across a Kai yet. I hope he isn't too badly hurt to come and see me or anything. You are too pure for this world.
Serena's so kind and gentle. Why can't my wife be more like her?
Thump, thump, thump.
She's so pretty. She's an angel. Tell me, traveler, have you seen my no-good
Lolo husband?
He said he was going to get his head examined, whatever that means. I should get mine looked at for marrying such a dope.
Hello, sir. Mahalo, traveler. Thanks so much for dealing with that demon squid. Now we're back to business as usual and the future of my store is safe. As long as I don't drink away all my gold at the bar, that is. Must stay away. How do I get you? I want the sparklies. Before I leave, go down to the docks. I guess that's Kai's ship down there, probably. It's possible Kai is down at our ship, but maybe not. A shell full of ripple drops. Sounds fancy. You're not Kai, are you?
Take a good look, kid. This is what a real fisherman's body looks like. Any monsters that climb on board my ship take one look at me and jump right back into the sea.
I would definitely be scared too. Okay, let's see if Kai is on one of those boats down there.
It might have been the demon squid's fault, but I still feel bad for leaving my wife and kids alone for so long. From now on, every time I go out to sea, gonna bring back a whole pile of pearls to make up for it.
As soon as I heard my husband was coming home, I felt 100 times better. Turns out I wasn't ill, I was just sick with worry.
Hi. Are you hiding somewhere? You trying to sneak onto our boat by chance? Are you Kai? Oh, hey. You're the guys who beat the tentacular, right? Well, we owe you one for that. Sure. You should go back to the luau. I'll bet the rest of the men will be missing their guests of honor already. Unless you got some business with me. So, looking for a guy called Kai, huh? You know, he's even got the same... Yeah, he's got Gilligan's hat on. Sure, that's me. Kainui to Mama. But everyone else just likes to call me Kai. What do you want? Yeah, let's tell him that Michelle's waiting. Why not? Gonna upset his ease of mind.
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Don't give us that nonsense. We know you're the only Kai and Lanna Lulu. If you never meant to marry that poor mermaid, you should never have proposed to her.
Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
Yeah, I've heard a couple things about it.
Yes, your mother told us all about it. But I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't keep Michelle waiting any longer.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a fairy tale, it's true. The fisherman from the story, that was my tutu, my grandpa.
I'm trying to think of who this guy sounds like. Cannot remember his name. He's, you guys would all know the line as soon as I said it. Lisa, you're tearing me apart! Whatever the hell his name is from The Room. That's who this guy sounds like and reminds me of.
It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there. 10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him. Till one day.
That's it, Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau.
Another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea. The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw.
A Smurf.
He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years. But there he was with a baby in his arms. And the baby, it was dripping with water. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you
a quarter mermaid. Question is, which parts?
Cooley, don't even say it. My mother is a human being. My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own. He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen.
But we never heard it. We just put the pieces together.
That mermaid really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa. There's something I want you to give her.
Oh, really?
Meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave the door unlocked.
I'll leave the light on for you. So that's how we get through the chapel. Question is...
We're gonna have a full party when we go there? Or nah? Serena, we're leaving. You can join us back here if you want. But he's a Waterworld dude. We'll have to check his neck. Right behind his ears, see if there's any gills. What are you doing? My son just passed through here. He's always been a quiet boy, but he looked like he was biting his lip more than ever. That door back there leads to Saikiki Beach. It's home to the village graveyard, where the souls of the departed are returned to the ocean. I knew he always hated that place. Why would he go there now?
If you're looking for Kai, you've just missed him. He was here a moment ago, but he ran straight through that door without even saying hello. The poor lad looked a bit upset. Has something happened?
Oh, nothing. We just found out that he's a quarter mermaid. Can I read any of these? I generally like reading tombstones. Sometimes they're really clever. Where are you hiding at? Crimson Coral. We just need to find some clovers before we go inside. Aha! Mini metal? Yep. Totally felt like a mini metal location. Okay, Kai. What are you hiding back here?
This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead.
Okay. We get the lover's veil. How pretty.
Look, I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma.
I don't know why, I mean... people do want you to hang out with them. I don't know.
After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy. But it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers. And now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman. Tough, too.
Gotta be tough if the community's mean. Gotta just own up to it and make it your own.
I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through. And I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The kahuna is finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
Okay. I mean, we'll try, but I'm not gonna make any promises. Mermaids are evil. There's no telling what she's capable of, especially if she gets the Queen of the Ocean on her side. Hey, what are you doing here? Isle of Magic Water. I've got to remember to put some of that crap in my inventory after the stream, instead of just closing out the game. I'm not going to do inventory on screen if I absolutely don't have to. Shuffling items around. So, let's go return the veil. That'll probably be one of the last things we do this stream. And then I have got to call it a night. Actually, you know what? Can I... hang on. As much as I liked this party lineup, they were pretty damn powerful. And they should be, since they're all higher levels than us. I'm gonna keep Jade and get rid of Veronica in the party. We'll have Serena, Jade, and Eric. Jade, you've got 42 points. So, what skills do you have? We've got increases resilience, increases charm, pep up, power up, increases the bonuses afforded by being pepped up, and blow kiss. Sends a kiss sailing towards a single enemy that can stop them in their tracks. She's got a lot of secret panels, too. Then over here under fisticuffs, I guess you could have her fight barehanded. Brutal, we got that one. Agility +5, strength +5, agility +30, strength +10, and 10 extra hit points. Under spears, got cattle prod, extra attack power, thunder thrust. Doesn't connect often, but when it does, it's a critical. Attack power +10, party pooper. A sweeping swing of the spear that can strike a group of enemies simultaneously. Increased crit rate and deliverance. Heavy damage to the undead. And then we have the claw lineup. Propeller blade. Hit point. Oh wow. Attacks with claws absorb hit points. That would be really powerful. Getting about 4 to 5 hit points every attack right now. Hawkeye Claw. An undodgeable, unblockable, and unstoppable attack. I wonder if that would be useful on metal slimes. Can Opener. A metal rending strike that can make light work of mechanical enemies. This is kind of tough. I don't know. Thunder Thrust can be nice. Thunder Thrust can be nice, but I also hate attacks that miss so much. I'd rather have consistent damage than random criticals, even though Thunder Thrust is useful on metal slimes, because if you hit with a critical, they're guaranteed to die. I'm surprised you don't have any type of dual-wielding stuff either. So... let's see... got 2 of those. I guess I'm gonna go spears. I don't think she had a regular AoE attack. Party Pooper would be the attack for it. We're going spears. I'm not really interested in going claws or anything. I'll get this one. +5 attack power. Which also unlocks the secret panel. Which is Pep Chance +5%. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. 5%, why not? Thunder Thrust. Or Deliverance. Undead might become a problem later on in the story. Probably end up just unlocking all of the spear line for her. It seems pretty useful. So, instead of going for this one, we're going to get these 2 down here. Deliverance. And... extra critical hit chance. I have a feeling she is going to be the most powerful person, physical attack-wise, that we've got. And she's also the first one that we've activated that for, apparently. She learns Multi-Thrust. Spears a group of enemies at random with a flurry of 4 jabs. It's pretty useful, too. Okay. I'll spend everyone else's points later. So she's going to end up with 2 AoE attacks. And with the massive amounts of damage that she can do, that's pretty nice. Kinda sucks that they all take MP to use them, but whatever. Actually, what I wanted to see is, can I zoom there? The strand, I can. I love zoom. It does make the world feel a lot smaller, but it beats backtracking. Okay, you evil mermaid. I'm onto your shenanigans. This place is beautiful. If a little bit eerie.
Hello again, my friend. I'm so happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off, I got a bit concerned. I worried that your ship had sunk or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happy songs, to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he as well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here so we could be together?
We're not gonna lie to her. Kai is never coming here. We tell her the truth.
My Kai is dead? That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute. What's that thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls and seashells on a pretty coral band?
We give her the lover's veil.
You say my Kai made me this veil to wear when we were wed, and clutched it as he passed away? You're saying that he's dead? Oh, please no, it can't be so. I know he'd never break that promise he made to me.
Wait a second, did you not rhyme there?
No, please no, it can't be so. I know he'd never break that promise he made to me. There must be some mistake.
I guess mistake and break the rhymes.
How can my Kai have passed away? I nursed him back to health. I simply won't believe it till I found out for myself. I need to meet the Kai you met and hear it straight from him. Take me to Lanna Lulu. You can sail, and I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Oh, thanks, you're very kind. There's a lot to think about. I'll follow on behind.
Okay, so what if I just zoom there? Oh, we can't. Not allowed. The goddess says no.
Sorry for earwigging, but I heard what Michelle told you. So, are we heading back to Lanna Lulu or not?
Of course we are.
Lovely jubbly. Leave it to old Dave.
We sail back to Lanna Lulu. We drop anchor in the waters off Saikiki Beach to keep Michelle from the eyes of the fearful fishermen.
If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. I'm sorry to keep asking, but this is my final plea. Would you please find that man you met and bring him back to me? Do I have to?
Wait a second, what's that? The gravestone is old and worn. The inscription is too faded to read. Okay. Is that where his grandfather is buried? The skeleton is gonna rise out of the ground? Damn it, Kai. Why can't you be here? Make it easy on me. Thought that was gonna be your home. Since we didn't actually get to go in there and look around, really. This all feels even creepier since we're doing it at night in the dark. Hey Kai, we've got a monster that you need to come see. It's totally not a mermaid. Promise we're not setting you up. Are you still out here being angry at Kai?
Don't sneak up on me like that. Kai's been acting kind of funny lately, so I've been keeping an eye on his house to make sure he's okay. Huh? Why don't I just go up there and see him? No can. What kind of girl do you think I am?
Kai, you've got an admirer. And you're in here meditating.
So, did you give that mermaid the veil?
Of course I did.
Mahalo. Thanks, friend. Sorry for making you take care of that for me. I should do something for you in return. How about fixing up your ship? Go get you some pearls, maybe? Just say the word.
What? You want me to go to Saikiki Beach with you?
Why would you want to go to a lonesome place like that?
Well, if you're sure that's all you want, I guess a promise is a promise. Of course he wouldn't follow us if we told him the truth. Well, we want to go take you to the mermaid that cursed your grandfather and turned the village kind of against you. I mean, the villagers don't hate him, remember?
Doesn't seem like they hate him. Everyone just wants Kai to hang out and be normal. Why can't you just be normal? I'm not gonna save it. Probably should. I still think the mermaid is evil and is gonna be angry. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was another boss fight. I've got my whole party back now, so...
Why have you brought me here?
Oh, it's just a surprise, you know? Look at the ocean. Talk about things.
That voice, it's music to my ears. I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you?
What have we done?
What? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore? Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew.
500 years is a long time.
Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay.
But the villagers will kill you, turn you into food. Michelle sings a bewitching melody that reverberates off the cliffs above. Are you... really? You're gonna melt away, you know that, right? Like cotton candy.
I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together.
Oh, now that she doesn't have fishy bits.
You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's alright. I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. He's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love. But now, it's time to say goodbye.
Maybe mermaids aren't so bad after all.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
What, did he make drawings of her? Where's that veil? I want to keep it as a collector's item. Maybe someone should have stopped her. She was going to melt away at some point, either in the rain or not. Plus, it was her final wish, so maybe they should respect it. Grandpa was a pretty good artist.
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Aww.
Kai?
Huh?
You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
Eventually he would have picked it up, though. He'd have been speaking in rhyme, too. Wouldn't have been able to help it.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave.
Just take the baby with you. It can learn to swim, too.
I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else.
No one else is allowed to find love with mermaids ever again.
You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all. And what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will.
Well,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle.
I mean, you could have found that letter at any point, really. You didn't look around here very hard, did you?
All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
Now they're together in the spirit land. It's a painting of a beautiful mermaid wearing the lover's veil. Well, this was suitably depressing. A good way to end the stream tonight. I'm sorry for making you do all that stuff for me and my family. But thanks. Because of you, my eyes are finally open. In my heart of hearts, I think I hated my grandpa more than I hated the mermaid who cursed him. I was ashamed. But now I know the truth. He wasn't cursed. He was in love. Well. So, Kai's mom was that baby who is the big kahuna's daughter, and they never knew. They thought that she was a mermaid. She's actually been part of the village this entire time. Also, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Where's the church at? Back behind us, duh, Plump. Whenever we come back, it'll probably be next week, I would assume Monday or Tuesday night. And we will go to the Strand and see what that little mermaid left us. I just hope it's not too terribly depressing. Remind us of everything that they went through here. But thanks for joining me tonight, folks. It has been fun. Take care. Let me check something real quick. Slightly curious. I don't ever do this. Nope. There's nobody on that I want to raid. So you guys are all on your own tonight. Take it easy and have a good one.